Okay, so good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for getting on this Zoom meeting tonight. And my topic tonight is building your Take Shape for Life business using Facebook. And I just want to start out by saying that if you've never used Facebook before, if you're not very computer savvy, if you are struggling right now, maybe just getting started, or you've never gotten started using Facebook, the good news is that you can learn. I have only been using Facebook for less than 2 years, and I love it. I've gotten pretty darn good at it, and it is really, really paying off. So it's a tool that can be extremely beneficial, and sometimes you don't see the results, right on day one. So you have to be patient with it. But I love Facebook. It has made it so much easier for me to communicate with my health coaches, with my clients, and it's helped me create a lot of connections with people that I haven't seen in years. My high school friends, for instance. I graduated from high school in the 70s, and there are only 3 or 4 high school friends that I've seen since the time of graduation, and yet I have connected with so many people from my high school, and I am getting lots of clients now. And I'm getting referrals because of those connections on Facebook. So it's a fabulous tool. So who's using Facebook? This is a picture of some of the really successful health coaches, most of them from Oregon. And you see that they're young. They look like they're a lot of fun. And they have been wildly successful in using Facebook. I've learned a lot from the Terry Miller team, primarily on the West Coast, and again, they have been really successful with this particular tool. So Facebook is simply a tool, and I love these quotes from Donna Goldstein. Donna is a friend of mine from Florida. She's a PhD psychologist. She's not on my team, but she and I friended each other a couple of national conventions ago. And I had just set up a Facebook account when I met Donna, and she came up to my hotel room and spent a couple of hours between training sessions. And she said a couple of things that really hit home with me. She said, you can drive around every day hoping you're going to run into someone to talk about our program to, or you can sit in the comfort of your home and connect with hundreds, if not thousands of people. She also said it's really dumb not to use Facebook. And 85% of her business comes from Facebook, not only clients, but also health coaches as well. So again, it's a tool that everyone should learn how to use. I started out with a business Facebook page, and then I converted to a personal page. And what I found with a business page is, it's just not a page that a lot of people go to. And there's not interaction on a business page. With a personal page, people get to know who you are as a human being, and that's what will attract them to you. So I only use a personal page now. You want to launch your Take Shape for Life business on Facebook, once you feel comfortable using it, and I'm going to give you some tips before you go out and launch. Once you launch your business on Facebook, you want to start a 30 Days to Hope campaign. You want to be consistent. What I do is I post one thing every day on Facebook. I don't want to spend a lot of time on Facebook. I want to use it as a tool for my business, but I don't want my whole business to be about Facebook. Facebook is simply the connection. You've got to talk to people. You've got to relate to them. On Facebook, you want to brand yourself as a health and wellness person. And maybe your branding has been completely different before. So, it may take some time to go from, a crazy and wild person on Facebook to someone who is all about health and wellness. So share yourself, and above all, have a lot of fun with it, because people are attracted to those that are having fun. What you want to do at the very beginning, if you're new to Facebook, is you want to add friends. So when you first sign up and you put in, for instance, your high school, all these names will pop up as suggestions for friends. And you put in your college and all of these names will pop up. So it's really a very easy, intuitive way to begin adding people right off the bat. A word of caution, however, you don't want to be friends with too many health coaches, except the people who are on your team. If you're a health coach and you've got a team of health coaches, then of course you want to be friends with those people. You also want to be friends with your sponsor and your mentorship line, because that's a way that you're going to be communicating. And you can keep an eye on the Facebook pages of your sponsor and your mentor so that you learn how to use Facebook. However, there are lots of Take Shape for Life health coaches who are not using Facebook, or using it very infrequently. So they're not taking full advantage. You can like or comment on any person's page, but you never want to share another health coach's post, and you don't even want to tag another health coach, because what will happen is your Facebook world will then be connected to them. And you don't want that, especially if that person is really your competitor. And don't take it wrong. I mean, we're all on the same team. We're all about creating health in our world, but you're building your team, and a health coach from another organization is building their team. So you want to be smart about who you're friending. If 500 of your Facebook friends are health coaches from other organizations, that's not going to do very much to build those connections that you're trying to build. So again, be a little bit careful about that. Also, spend your energy liking and commenting on the posts of your team members and your friends, instead of spending your time liking and commenting on other health coaches that are not in your organization. And the reason I say that is posts that have the high numbers of likes are going to move higher up in the newsfeed. So if no one is liking or commenting on a post, it's going to be way, way down at the bottom, and somebody may never see it. So likewise, if, for instance, I'm helping to build my team's businesses, if Vic posts something, I will like his post, I'll comment on it. If Bill Leonard does a post on a before and after picture, I will comment on what a wonderful health coach he is, how he's helping change the world. So if you want people to see those comments and those posts, you want to encourage your friends and team members to like your posts. And likewise, if I'm helping you build your business, you want to like and comment on my posts, because I may be the one providing credibility to your friends and team members. So I hope that makes sense. As you're out meeting people, ask them if they're on Facebook. I love, when I meet someone new and I see them as a prospective, potential prospective client or health coach, I may not say one single word to them at the time that I meet them because it's not appropriate. There isn't time, and I want to hear about them. I don't want to blab on about me, but I always ask, are you on Facebook? Because if you can connect on Facebook with the new people that you're meeting, they're going to see what kind of a person you are. They're going to see that you have a passion for health and wellness. They're going to see that you've helped a lot of people get to a healthy weight, get off medications, reverse diseases, and so forth. So what are the factors of success in our Take Shape for Life business? Sharing your story, of course. People. You have to have people in order to be successful. If you have if you've got a few people, then you're going to have a small business. But if you have a lot of people, you're going to have a bigger business. Connecting with people is super important. Taking action, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about concepts. So Facebook is all about people. The difference between where you are now and where you want to be in your business is simply more people. So you want to start with the people you know, your friends, your neighbors, your relatives, your coworkers, and then expand into the people that they know and the people they know and the people they know. So it's this ripple effect which allows you to connect with people that you would have never been able to connect with if it hadn't been through a vehicle like Facebook. So Facebook is the connector. And also, you want to attract and meet people as you live your life. Never forget that, because, those that spend all their time on Facebook but never never meet people or have conversations with people outside of, texting or messaging or emailing are not going to be very successful. This is a relationship business, and you've got to have conversations. Get out of the house is another tip that I would say. Over the weekend, I was invited to a tea in the Central West End. It's a part of St. Louis that's, very trendy. And I met the woman who invited me through Facebook. She friend requested me. I clicked on her picture. I found out she owned a business where she makes custom hats, beautiful hats, like for Kentucky Derbies or fundraising events like the one we have in St. Louis for raising money for Forest Park. There's a big fundraiser every summer where women go and they wear hats. But anyway, she invited me through Facebook, and I didn't know her from Adam. We only had one friend in common, and that person wasn't going to the tea, but I accepted her invitation. And I met all of these new people. So you want to be open to new possibilities. And I went to this tea on Super Bowl Sunday. The hostess is now a client of mine. One of the moms that I met at this tea party is a stay-at-home mom, and she wants to hear all about the business. And I also met a magazine writer who was there to take photographs and write a story about this woman's hat making business. I met him, and he asked me if I'd be willing to be interviewed for a story in his magazine, which happens to be a St. Charles, Missouri magazine. So again, Facebook is a fabulous way to connect with people, but you also want to get out of the house and meet people. So connection is where the action is, and that is where your success lies. You're never going to run out of people if you keep connecting beyond the people that you know. Also, find things that you're interested in. I love gardening. I love cooking. I love traveling. So I'm going to gravitate to things like that. Um, and then taking action is super important. So you want to plant seeds, water those seeds, and then eventually reap the harvest. So that's what we do with a business like ours. So if you don't plant seeds, there's never going to be a harvest. And using Facebook to plant those seeds, some will sprout up very quickly. Eric is a high school teacher of mine. When I launched my Take Shape for Life business, he responded about 5 seconds later and said, I need to lose weight. How much does your program cost? And I turned it over to the phone. I'm going to give you some information on how to do that. He had time to talk to me right then and there for me to do the profile, and he ordered. So within a period of 1 hour, I had launched my business on Facebook. I had gotten a lead. We had turned it over to the phone. I had profiled him, explained the program, invited him to try it for a month, and he was ready to get started. Other people will take time. So 2 of my high school friends, John and Julie, who happened to be brother and sister and didn't know that, John started the program first about a year and a half after I friended him on Facebook, and he kept it all to himself. And then his sister, Julie, just recently became a client. She didn't even know that her brother was on the program. So you need to be patient. You can't rush the process. People will be ready when they're ready. All we need to do is, again, connect with them, plant those seeds, water those seeds by interacting with them. So some concepts in using Facebook, my friends will think I'm spamming or that all I talk about is weight loss. Well, if that's all you talk about on Facebook, that's what they're going to think. And so you don't want to use Facebook to keep shoving our weight loss business and program into people's faces. They will avoid your page like the plague. So it's really, you have to finesse it. And some people do it really, really well, and others, are too pushy, and it drives people away. So in reality, they're not going to think that all you talk about is weight loss if you follow the 4-in-1 or the 3-in-1 rule. What that means is that for every 3 or 4 personal posts, or posts about something other than weight loss, you then will put a post about your business. So 3 or 4 something else, and then do 1 about your business. So it keeps people coming back. They realize that's not the only thing that you are. And again, what I personally do, because I don't want to spend my life on Facebook, and I have lots of other things that I do throughout the week, especially help other coaches and build my own team. I do 1 post a day. And what I post about is my family, my friends, traveling. I might do an interesting quote, recipes, pictures of my pets, current events, hobbies, things that that speak to me, but also things that show the kind of person that I am. And then after I do 3 or 4 personal posts or posts with, those kinds of things, then I'll do 1 a before and after picture with some comments about that particular person, or posting their story. I rarely post their entire story because I find the stories are too long, and most people are not going to click read more. I've learned that from my daughter and her friends. Mom, if you have to click on read more, the post is way too long. People are busy. They're not, reading every single thing that you post. So it's got to be a kind of a quick thing that'll catch their attention. You can also post about your business. The before and after pictures are about the program, but making reference to your business, the fact that it's snowing and you're so fortunate, you're so grateful to be working from home, or you're so grateful to be able to be home with your children when other moms are having to, race off to work. So information or little posts about your lifestyle as a coach. Some Facebook tips. You want to be active on Facebook or no one will come. If you're posting once a week or, once every 4 days or once every 2 weeks, then Facebook is not going to work very well for you. You want to check your Facebook daily. I check it daily, looking through my news feed, and I also check private messages and so forth. You don't want to miss anything. I also check it for people who friend requests. A lot of my team is growing pretty fast, and I have lots of coaches coming into the team. And I when they friend request me, I want to jump on that right away so I can invite them to the events that I do and also welcome them and so forth. If you have Facebook groups, I have a group called Creating Health, which is a Facebook group to support our clients. You want to manage that. So I go into that every day. And if there's an inappropriate comment, I'll delete it. Or, someone's asking a question about where to find this or that. I want to make sure that it's being answered. Many times by the time I get into that Creating Health Facebook group for my clients, several other coaches have already responded to someone's question. So you want to, interact with other people, interact with those people that are posting on those pages. Again, I already said, don't share another coach's post. Instead, if you like what you see, if you like what I post, download the picture to your computer, copy and paste my verbiage if you like my verbiage, and then re-upload it to your Facebook page as if it's your own. Don't put anything on Facebook that you don't want the world to see. You want to be professional. If it's young people on Facebook, I always warn girls, watch what you wear, and you want to look professional. This is a business. You can ignore a friend request, or what I do is I click delete request. So it's out of my space, and it's not because I'm being mean, it's because I don't know those people. If I don't know someone, if I don't know someone, I'll click on their picture and see if they're maybe a new health coach on one of my health coaches team, or I'll message them and say, have we met? How do I know you? But if it's somebody that I don't know, or it's a coach from, another organization, because I am a global and a lot of people know me, I have all these people that request to be friends. I don't want to fill my friends with coaches from all these other organizations. I am friends with a lot of the globals and the presidentials because that's how we communicate, but I'm not friends with their senior coaches and managers and EDs. You can unfriend someone. So if someone is not using Facebook appropriately or is really negative or um, whatever, I just unfriend them. They won't be notified. Also, if someone posts something on my page and I'm not crazy about it, it's not of the caliber that I would do, you can delete a post or you can untag yourself from a post on your timeline. Share your values. Again, your family, your hobbies, your work, the things that matter to you and matter to the world. You want to develop your brand. Your brand is that of health and wellness, the environment, positive things that, again, are making a difference in the world. Never share your judgment, and don't share controversial issues. I have strong feelings I'm a pretty liberal person in my thinking, and I'm pretty non-judgmental, but I still don't share gun control, gay marriage, abortion, politics, religion, because you're going to alienate half of your audience, and you don't want to do that in building your business. And if you get into controversial things, they can be misinterpreted because you're not talking to people. You're typing a message that the whole world is seeing, or at least all of your friends, Facebook friends. Keep your posts short. Again, if someone has to click read more on most of your posts, they're probably too long. Maybe every once in a while you have something super important to say, and the read more, it just happens to be a long post, but really don't underestimate the short attention spans of most of the people. Pictures make everything better. So if I'm posting something on current events, maybe Martin Luther King's birthday, I could just type the words of one of his quotes, but it's so much better if you include his picture. And so Google and find things. If it's October breast cancer month, then I'll Google pictures on breast cancer or pictures on October breast cancer month, and I'll find something. So pictures just will attract people to your posts and to your Facebook page. Also, a really important tidbit is to post your before and after pictures through an album instead of randomly posting them, because then all of your before and after pictures will be together. So if you're out and about and maybe you've got your iPad in tow and you happen to meet someone that wants to see what kind of results you have on our program, you can go into your Facebook page, into your album of before and after pictures, and then just scroll through and show them. I did that the other day, and I can't even remember who I was talking to, but they said, "Oh my gosh, I had no idea that those were the results you were getting." Post about things that inspire, that teach, that build up. Keep your posts positive. People have a lot of their own problems in the world. They don't want to go in and see something that's a downer. So launching your business, schedule a grand opening. But before you launch on Facebook, you want to be prepared. So work with your mentor or your sponsor before you launch. When you do launch, do it on a day when you have a couple of days to be available, because if you have a big response, and let's say you're a nurse and you're working, 2 12s in a row, and you've got a lot of people interested in what this is all about, and you don't have time to respond, you may be shooting yourself in the foot. So, and also, first, before you launch, know how to profile someone, know how to present the program, explain the cost, and invite a person to try the program for a month. Also know how to follow up. because if you've got a lot of response and you don't know the basics, again, you could be missing out on clients. What I like to do with a brand new coach is really consider having them get to senior coach first before they launch on Facebook. Because by getting to senior coach, they've learned some of the basics, and then they can launch on Facebook with confidence and know what to do. When you launch, you want to be yourself in your verbiage. Don't use wording from a brochure or wording that sounds like a brochure. So this was my Facebook launch. Again, you want to keep it short. After 27 years of practicing medicine and seeing younger and younger women with breast cancer, I reinvented myself as a health coach. I help people attain a healthy weight so they can reduce or eliminate medications and reverse diseases such as diabetes. If you know of anyone who could use my help, all I need is a name and phone number to schedule a free consultation. I love my new career. And it doesn't matter what you say, but the pictures are the most important thing. So always include before and after pictures. And pick two. I always pick one of a woman, one of a man, and I pick, different ages. I try to show some diversity, so male, female, black, white, lost, a moderate amount of weight, lost a lot of weight, younger, not so young. So I try to mix it up. This was the launch that Danielle did. She's a brand new coach, just finished her first month in January. Friends and family, I need your help. I lost my job on December 31st. I admit I had a small pity party, but that loss inspired me to launch my own health coach business. I'm so excited I'm so excited to continue to help people like Amanda. Number one, reach a healthy weight. Number two, reduce, if not eliminate, medications. And three, reverse conditions such as diabetes. If you know anyone who could benefit from the above, please send them my way for a free consultation. Thank you. And then what did Danielle do? She posted before and after pictures. Again, I like a male, a female, younger, older, lots of weight loss, moderate amount of weight loss. So you're kind of mixing it up there. Kelly is someone who has never, and Danielle also, actually Danielle and Kelly and I have never had weight to lose. So we didn't, when we launched on Facebook, we didn't have a personal story to tell about our weight loss journey. Kelly, this is her launch. As most of my friends know, I have always had a passion for health and wellness. However, I didn't have a tool to help people lose weight fast and safely. My own mother and daughter struggled from obesity, and I was at a loss to help them. A physician shared with me a wonderful program utilized by Johns Hopkins, and the results are astounding. I'm now a certified health coach, and I've joined a grassroots movement to get America healthy. If you know of anyone, please send them my way. And then what did Kelly do? Before and after pictures. So always include those before and after pictures. And then once you launch, start your 30 Days to Hope campaign. So you're posting before and after pictures, maybe 2 or 3 times a week. Even though it's a 30 Days to Hope campaign, there's nothing that will drive people away from your Facebook page faster than coming on for 30 days and seeing a before and after picture. So again, follow the 3 to 4 posts of your, things that matter to you, and 1 post about your program. When you post, never ever mention MetaFast, and don't even mention Take Shape for Life, because people will Google and then you may not even know that they've ordered the program directly from the company, or that they've been assigned a health coach from another state. Always keep it generic. I always say, Susie lost 50 pounds on my program and has transformed her health. So I use the words my program, even though Susie may not be my client. Do not send or link to your Take Shape for Life website. Don't send them to your website. What you're doing on Facebook is simply connecting to be able to take it to the phone. This was a post that Marilyn did. Marilyn is a health coach from Indiana, and in Indiana, Dr. Christy Nash, who's a pharmacist, does monthly client events, just like we do here in St. Louis. So a client event was taking place, and Marilyn put this post on her Facebook page. At 5 feet 2 inches and 178 pounds, I knew that I needed to lose weight. I was heading down the wrong path and I needed help. I tried working out at the gym, but I was getting nowhere, and it was only a matter of time before I would find a reason to stop going. Then I found the program that changed my life. It gave me everything I was looking for. I lost 48 pounds and 10 inches from my waist. I have never felt better. It's given me confidence, self-esteem, and the willingness to become healthy. Without this amazing program, I can't imagine where I would be today. So Marilyn posted her before and after pictures. She had 19 guests from this Facebook post at that event, and those 19 guests translated into 9 new orders. So again, powerful tool. So where do you get the stories and the pictures? If you go to teamglobalwebinars.com, in the lower left-hand corner, it has at least 100 before and after pictures and stories. So you can download them to your computer files, whichever one speaks to you, and then copy and paste to create a post on your Facebook as if it's your own client, and so forth. You can also get pictures from your sponsor and your mentor. Those of you that have been working with me for a while, I have an album, as I've already mentioned, of before and after pictures. My album is called Creating Health, and I've got about 60 really great before and after pictures, most of them from my own health coaches, from my own clients, and from the clients of my coaches. So you're welcome to use those as your own. Also, you can get them from your own clients. I am a fanatic about getting before and after pictures on the people I'm working with. So when I start someone on the Take Shape for Life program, I hound them in a very kind, compassionate way until they text or email their before picture. People that are heavy, the heavier they are, the less they like to be in pictures, so they avoid the camera. You want those before pictures so that when they lose 50 or 100 pounds, it's a wow. And then you can combine it with their after pictures. Never, ever share their pictures without their permission. As a health coach, your relationship with your clients is very similar to a doctor-patient relationship. We don't blab. We don't give names, so-and-so, this and that. And if you do get permission, only use a first name. Even if someone says, oh, absolutely, I want you to use my pictures, I never, ever use their last name, only their first name. So you launch on Facebook and someone's interested. Now what do you do? So someone may say, I need to lose 70 pounds. What does it cost? Oftentimes the question is the cost. So you respond, I sent you a private message. And then in your private message, you say something like, John, I I'm so excited to talk to you. I need about 15 minutes to see where you're starting, where you want to go, and whether my program is a fit. What's your phone number? And then you move it to the phone. So you've already stated you need about 15 minutes to see where they're starting, where they want to go, so that when you do turn it to the phone, find out if they have 15 or 20 minutes right then. If they don't, all you're doing on that phone call then is setting up the appointment. If they've got 2 minutes and they're running out the door to pick up their kids at school, it's not the time to start telling them about the program. Plus, we don't even tell them about the program until you ask about them, what they want to achieve, what their height and weight is, why they even want to lose weight, and so on and so forth. So you're moving it to the phone to do the client profile. So you want to be prepared before your launch. Work with your mentor if you're a brand new coach so that they model how to do the profile form, how to present the program using the pre-client folder script, how to go over the cost, how to answer their questions, how to invite them to try the program for a month, how to ask for their credit card or debit card. You want to know all of this before you launch on Facebook, because if you've got a lot of interest and then you have no clue what to do next, you could be losing those potential people as clients. So Facebook is your stage. Fill your auditorium with lots of friends. Again, if you're new to Facebook, your first order of business is to start getting Facebook friends. Because if you're posting a before and after picture and you've got 5 friends, you're wasting that post. And then once you've got the friends, then you perform. You want to keep your posts positive, upbeat, sincere, nothing negative, nothing polarizing. Use that 4-in-1 or 3-in-1 rule for posts. Comment and like posts of your friends to keep connected to them and to build that relationship. So again, if any of my high school connections post something and it's not a controversial post, then I will comment on it. I'll like their post. I'll make a comment. If they post their kids or their grandkids, I'll comment on how gorgeous their kids are or whatever. That's the connection that you're doing with those people, so that when they see your post, they will like and they will comment, and it'll move your posts up the newsfeed, and it'll move their posts up the newsfeed. If you're not interacting with people, you won't see their posts, because it's going to be it's going to be in your newsfeed way down where you probably won't ever see it. So thank you. Have fun. Practice every day. Find someone to help you. When I have a new coach that doesn't feel comfortable with Facebook or doesn't know how to use it, I will go to their home and work with them. Chris, raise your hand. Chris is on this Zoom right now, and I went to her house for 2-hour meetings, once a week for several weeks. So find someone to work with you, your sponsor, your business coach. Again, the person that sponsored you may not be a Facebook person, so you may have to find someone else. My technical support is my 25-year-old daughter, and she has been a great help. Make sure that your team members are friending me on Facebook, so that when I host events such as this, or host events in our local community, they can be invited through Facebook instead of just through the email blast.